for the kids and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Each week on Finding the Good Life, we'll chat with experts that will empower you to lead a healthier life. You'll hear from people with life-changing stories that will inspire you, and we'll take a closer look at what's happening in health and wellness now, so we can make better choices for ourselves and for our families. Journey with me to Finding the Good Life.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Join us on Toyota's Race Week as we take you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR each weekend.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Friday, August the 6th, you're tuned in to Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm one of your hosts, Mark Sassy, alongside the wonderful Maddie Evans. Thanks for being here this morning.
Oh my gosh, it's so great to be here this morning. I'm so happy it's Friday. So happy Friday, everyone. It's going to be a beautiful weekend to get outside. We were all kind of trapped inside last weekend as there was so much moisture and so much precipitation, which we desperately needed. And I was so grateful for it, but oh man, am I so excited to get into the sunshine this weekend.
I think the rain kind of, just totally settled people down for just a little bit, made them all hunker down, maybe sit inside for a day or two, do a puzzle, get a few things done that you needed to kind of focus on. With the sun coming back, we are still going to see a fair amount of that haze, the smoke from the forest fires out to the west, but that shouldn't deter you. There's no rain in the forecast, so you can make some plans and get outdoors and take advantage of our beautiful valley all day long, every day through the weekend. What do you got for plans this weekend? Anything special?
Oh no, I think I'm just going to run around and see where the wind takes me this weekend because, like I said, I'm so excited for the sunshine and I need to lay out and get some colors since I'm going to a wedding soon and I'm just like, yeah.
Get some color. So the Vail International Dance Festival will be getting underway once again tonight. We want to talk about that briefly. It is the first of 2 evenings of the International Evenings of Dance, which is really a collection of collaboration between the artists, you musicians, a lot of innovation. This is one of the really special nights at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. Tonight the show gets going at 7. Tomorrow night it's Evening of Dance number 2, and they get going at, I think they get going at 5:30 for tomorrow.
Well, have you gone to any of them yet?
Not this year.
I went to Up Close.
How was that?
It was amazing. And for those of you who have not been to an Up Close of the Vail Dance Festival, I highly recommend it only because what they do is they have these artists and the choreography, and they take all of it and they break it down piece by piece, and these athletes are insane. And you have to note that most of them train in New York City because they're part of the New York City Ballet, so they come up here and they are doing these incredible dance moves at 8,000 feet.
It's pretty amazing.
Oh my gosh, I was watching them and I was like, I can't even wrap my head around what you guys are doing.
Yeah, and at the amphitheater also, you are up close and personal with them. You are, within sometimes 15, 20 feet if you're sitting down front, so you can really see how dynamic it really is. We also have the Minturn Market tomorrow, which is a great farmer's market. It is the oldest farmer's market in the state of Colorado.
Amazing.
And that'll get going also. There's going to be some yoga over at Little Beach Park tomorrow if you want to take advantage of that also. And then the Blue Starlight Drive-In Theater is going to be
there
up at Little Beach Park once again in Minturn. They're going to be showing Top Gun Saturday and Sunday evening.
Which is so great. And then you can also make your way over to the Vail Farmers Market on Sunday, which Vail Jazz is going to be doing a live performance there in the afternoon, so you can enjoy, wander, do the farmers market all day, and then finish your day with some great live music at Vail Jazz, which they always bring on some of the best artists, and they're always so fun. Maybe you like to go dancing, maybe you like to be twirling. like I do, it's a great place to be. And one of my favorite things to do at the Vail Farmers Market is go enjoy, get your peaches, especially right now because they're about to go out of season. So you got to get them while you can. Get them while they're hot. And then go sit on the patio of either Bowl or VBC and enjoy the live music, and then make your way down and enjoy. They've got like cornhole and games and all sorts of stuff right down there on that lawn in the Solaris Plaza. So it's a great place to be.
You do have plans for the weekend, it sounds like, a little bit.
I mean, I go every weekend to the farmers
And
market.
you should.
You can see me there basically every weekend. And so I didn't go last weekend due to the moisture and the rainfall, just because I was like, I don't want to be caught in this. And I bought peaches in bulk the weekend before, knowing that we were going to see that moisture. And so, yeah, I need to go back.
Did you make anything with the peaches? Any yummy stuff?
I did overnight oats with
Oh, yeah?
fresh peaches on top. So a great breakfast. It was a great start to my mornings. Would come here, go home, walk my dog, eat my overnight oats. Amazing.
So, National Day today. I did a little research to find out what National Day it is. And it might be one of your favorites today. It's National Wiggle Your Toes Day. Did you know this?
No, but that makes me happy.
You're wiggling
But
I'm wiggling my toes right now.
Yeah,
Everybody wiggle your toes right now.
yeah, wiggle your toes day, except for I just like to wiggle my whole body because I'm a spaz. So,
Root Beer Float Day.
that's all right. That's okay.
Water Balloon Day, because these are all the national days today.
Water balloon day.
That's
Let's
a good day.
go.
I brought a few. I got a couple water balloons over there. I'll bring them over later.
Let's get a water balloon fight going in the town of somewhere. Avon, Vail, Beaver Creek. Let's
We
go.
should. Oh, yes. A community water balloon fight.
I think that sounds amazing.
We should have done that.
We should. Dang it. What were we thinking?
The day's
All
early.
of-
We can still do it.
All of these national days, they just come out of the woodworks. And last week it was like National
I know.
Butter
Where
Rum
did they come up with
Day or
these?
something. And I was like, ew.
It's National Beer Day also today.
National
I got the
Beer Day.
4. There were only 4.
So
but
you're
4
gonna-
big ones.
You have to go have beer today.
Yeah, National Water Balloon and Beer Day.
I mean, that sounds
While you're eating
like
a root beer float and wiggling
very
your toes.
great combination. Root beer floats, beer, water balloons, wiggling of the toes. Got it. All of them noted.
Today's the 218th day of the year.
Wow.
147 left, but we're getting closer and closer
To ski
our favorite
season.
time of the year.
To
I
ski
know.
season. And speaking of ski season, we're
Yeah.
going to take a look at that full weather forecast here in just a minute to show you exactly what you have in store for the weekend. No precipitation really on the radar for the weekend, which is amazing. Maybe those afternoon little sprinkles, but we're going to take a full look at that here in just a second, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you. All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
I'm Clinton Griffiths, the host of Ag Day Television. Get the latest news about crops, livestock, rural living, and so much more from our award-winning team. Follow the food you eat from the field to the store to your table every day, because what's happening on the farm matters to you and your family. Watch Ag Day weekdays.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, let's take a look at that weather forecast for your Friday. We'll also make our way through the entire weekend. We did see 3 days of rain earlier this week. That was just passing on through those monsoonal flows. We are going to see really no rain in the forecast for this weekend. Lots of sunshine, temperatures getting back into the mid to upper 80s around Eagle County. We are going to see a fair amount of that haze from the forest fires out to the west just because of that jet stream bringing that smoke right over Colorado and then settling right down. So be advised on that, but there is really not much at all in terms of rain in the forecast. Here's a look at your forecast for today. We'll see temperatures midday in the mid 80s, about a 40% chance of rain, but probably most of that moisture will evaporate before it even touches down. Winds out of the east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now as we jump ahead, taking a look at this evening, we'll see our evening lows about 45 degrees, 20% chance of rain once again, so not a lot of moisture in the forecast tonight, tomorrow, through the weekend. It's going to be a nice one. Cool mornings though, notice that, 45 degrees. When you get up tomorrow morning, it's going to be a little cool out there. Bring a jacket, but it will warm up nicely as you make your way through the day. Now as we look around Colorado as a whole, warm along the Front Range, mid to upper 90s with a mixture of sunshine and clouds. For Eagle, 86, for Avon, 84, and for Vail, 80 degrees. This is today's forecast. As we jump ahead that 5-day, we are going to see sunshine really all the way through the beginning to the middle of next week. Sunshine for Saturday, sunshine for Sunday. Monday, mostly sunny skies, 10% chance, which isn't much, 5% chance for rain on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, mostly sunny skies once again. Temperatures on Saturday a little bit cooler than we're going to see the rest of the weekend through the beginning of next week. About 79 degrees in Vail. It's going to be a nice one though. Evening lows getting into the low to mid 40s. So we are kind of tracking towards late summer, making our way towards fall right around the corner. Maddie and I talking about ski season right around the corner also. We're pretty excited about that. Hey, next up after this weather, we're going to take a look at Scoreboard. Our guy Eric, who does our Scoreboard programming, has a great piece all about hiking around Eagle County.
Well, hello friends, we are back with the Scoreboard. We're going to close things off this week with one of my favorite hikes here in Eagle County. And I keep saying that every time I show off a hike because I pretty much love everything that I get to do here in Eagle County. Every hike is amazing. And this week I kicked it back to the town of Minturn. If you guys recall, a couple weeks ago I climbed up the Lion's Head Rock. Well, this trail is on the other side of Minturn and heads off in the opposite direction as Lion's Head Rock, but it gets you amazing views of the Gore Range and Lion's Head Rock and the town of Minturn. It's the Grouse Creek Trailhead. Let's check it out. Located right before the town of Minturn lies the Grouse Creek and Grouse Lake Trailhead, and it's a little parking lot right before the town of Minturn sign, just on your right as you're coming down Highway 24 into Minturn. And as you leave the parking lot, you've got maybe a slight quarter to eighth of a mile climb before you get to your first major intersection. Now, this direction will take you up Hay Meadow, which is a big open meadow that is perfect for getting your bearings under you if you're split boarding or if you've got a dog split boarding with you. It's very safe in the wintertime. And then behind me, where we're going to go today, is part of the Grouse Lake and West Grouse Creek Trailhead. So we're going to continue up this and then make our way across over to Meadow Mountain, which is the first parking lot as you exit into Minturn, where the Forest Service station is. Though without further ado, let's get this hike going up the West Grouse Creek Trail. After climbing through slightly rocky terrain up a constant gentle slope, you're going to reach your first real intersection of the trailhead, where you can make a choice to either go left and check out Grouse Lake, which is about 9 miles to Grouse Lake. What we're going to do is head off to the right to the West Grouse Trail. Now this trail is the one that loops around over to Meadow Mountain, and it's quite shaded, as you can see through the trees there, and it also borders a river. And I love trails that border rivers because that means my dog can cool off and really enjoy her walk and not be quite so panty and overheated. Let's continue our journey now along the West Grouse Trail. After winding your way up past a wildflower meadow, a nice field of aspens, and large, luscious pine trees, you arrive at a three-way intersection, which is where we are standing now. Now, going straight ahead is going to continue you along the West Grouse Creek Trail. If you make a left on the more rugged path here, that's actually a bit of a red herring trail. You don't want to make this left-hand turn. What you're going to want to do to mimic the hike that we're doing today is make a right and continue climbing up this nice gentle slope here and make your way over the traverse to Meadow Mountain. We made it! We made it to the top of the Grouse Lake to Meadow Mountain cutover. And I love this view so much because right behind me you get a perfect shot of the Gore Range and the Grand Traverse Trail. The Gore Range is one of the more spectacular ranges in Colorado. And did you know the Gore Range is one of the only mountain ranges that doesn't have a 14er in it? And it actually is one of the least explored mountain ranges because silver miners, the prospectors that originally inhabited Eagle County area, found that it was just too rugged to get back there and explore. So everybody just kind of turned around. And the Grand Traverse Trail, which is that big long ridge line you see there, is one of the least traveled and most dangerous trails in Colorado. So if you've got some great feet under you and you are prepared for an adventure, look up the Grand Traverse Trail in the Gore Range. Eagle County is just the best, right? Boy, I love this trail. Beautiful wildflowers. You really can't beat it. But what a day. This is about a 6.2 mile to 7 mile round trip journey. It's well shaded, plenty of river spots for the pups, gorgeous wildflowers. But for that, we're all done with this hike. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, come back with more The Scoreboard.
Good morning, Vail.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
All aboard!
Step on, take a look around, and take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Good morning, Vail.
There's so many great advantages to the van lifestyle, and I am so lucky this morning because we've got van lifestyle expert Matt from Matt and Dave's Vans, Dave and Matt's Vans, here with me this morning. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us bright and early.
Thanks for having me, Maddie.
I'm so excited because this is such a cool concept, and you guys are kind of paving the way in the Vail Valley in a way it hasn't been done before.
Yeah, we are trying to solve for making van life a more accessible option for everyone. And that takes a lot of forms. And the first thing for us was making more vans and making them more affordable for people. And now we're really trying to figure out where people can park, the best way to do it, best practices, the education piece to help our consumers do this properly and respect the lands that they're on. And it's been a really fun endeavor and something that Dave and I care a lot about.
I mean, it's incredible that you guys even started it, and the story behind you guys starting it, because I totally nerded out and learned so much about you. You started as a teacher here in the Vail Valley, and you kind of slowly converted your own van and then fell in love with the lifestyle.
Yeah, so I taught at the Vail Mountain School for 7 years. First van of Dave and Matt vans was built in the Vail Mountain School parking lot. And yeah, it was supposed to be just a personal project for myself. I wanted a vehicle to travel in the summers, to take my skis in the winter. And at the time, there were really no options for someone like myself. It was either spend $150,000, $200,000 on an RV or a custom conversion, or do it yourself.
Yeah.
And on a teacher's budget, really the only option was to do it myself. And had the help of a lot of really cool friends and resources. So build out the first vehicle, put 13,000 miles on it the first summer. Everywhere I went, people would stop me and be like, hey, can I check that out? And what always stuck with me was when they finally asked how much it was, because they just assume it's $100,000, $200,000. When I told them the price, they're like, oh, I could do that. And then it kind of comes down to it took me 3 months to build that first one with the help of a lot of people. It's part-time. I'm doing it outside in a parking lot. So, the business came from solving a lot of those problems of can we make this successful and make it affordable for someone who doesn't want to build their own home. That's not a normal assumption. It's yeah, you want a new apartment? Yeah, go build it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so we kind of solved that equation and have started to offer it to more and more people.
I mean, it's so cool because, it's like building your own apartment, but you're building it on wheels so you can just take it anywhere. And you guys build fully custom vans to people's lifestyles. So you'll make sure that if they have a giant dog like I do, or if they want it to work out of, or if they just want it for play, that it's going to fully fit their lifestyle.
Yeah, so we've started to call our vehicles lifestyle vehicles, so LVs, instead of RVs, recreational vehicle, or the other common term is camper van. Mm-hmm. And we feel like those terms are limiting in that they define what the use case is, right? They define that this is supposed to be just for recreating or supposed to be for camping, whereas our vehicles get very suited to whatever lifestyle that may be. And what we're starting to see more and more is full-time living, work from home, all these different use cases, whether it's just taking your kids to the park and having, cold drinks in the fridge, or, being a computer programmer who can now work anywhere and chooses to do it in a vehicle because the overhead of an apartment in New York City or Vail, Colorado is pretty lucrative right now.
I mean, it's insane. And this is such a great affordable housing option, especially for people that maybe are potentially moving to the valley and don't understand that the rent here is just astronomical right now.
Yeah, we've seen it on a lot of different forums, and it really started with Dave, the other half of our business. He lived in New York City for 7 years after college and moved into an RV to reduce overhead. And he talks about all the time, it's saved him about $100,000 over the last 5 years of living in a vehicle. It's allowed him to work on an investment fund with a friend from college. It allowed him to eventually come to Vail and start Dave Matt Vans. It's given him that freedom to pursue some different options, whereas when your overhead is like it is right now in Vail, we're talking $1,500, $2,000 for rent, it limits what you can do and forces you to, either work 2-3 jobs or, spend your time doing things that don't necessarily fit your lifestyle. Whereas that van reduces that and allows you to, whether it's pursue hobbies or take chances on different businesses. It's a pretty unique lifestyle right now.
I mean, it's so cool, and it's something that I'm so interested in. I just think that minimizing my closet would be the hardest part for myself. So then I would be getting a storage unit, and I think those are all such feasible options here in the valley because, I mean, you'd be saving so much money.
Yeah, I think there's the money piece. There's also the sustainability piece that we talk a lot about. By forcing yourself to live more minimally, you'll make some choices that, come pretty naturally, I think, to a lot of people of downsizing. It's like, oh, I actually don't need all of this stuff. When I lived in my van for 2 summers, and I got a storage unit, laid it out as if I was going to go to it all the time and grab stuff that I would need. I went to the storage unit, I think, twice in those 2 years because
Wow.
everything I chose to put in my van is what I needed to live and pursue my hobbies and pursue my lifestyle. And so kind of that minimalism piece allows you to live simply, allows you to choose what you need, allows you to, reduce waste, et cetera. So it's been a cool part of van life that we've seen.
Well, and such a good transition, especially right now. I feel like people are very materialistic and kind of just desperate to get their hands on things. And so in taking that step back, I feel like it also helps your mental health too when you declutter and you just go to the minimal style for a little while.
Absolutely. It's something that, so we say in our vans, it's everything you need, nothing you don't. And that's from our build, but it also really carries over into the lifestyle that comes out of it. And you choose what you use on a daily basis. The one I always like to talk about is when you're in your van, your whole life is at your fingertips.
Yep.
So like your kitchen and fridge are to your right, your toilet and shower are to your left, your bed straight ahead of you. Like all of these things are right here, and you start to realize those are the only things that you really need.
Yeah.
And then you whittle down your wardrobe, your toys, your, superfluous things in your life. And it is really good for mental health.
I mean, I can only imagine, and I'm such a hoarder. I'm like so embarrassed to say this, but I'm such a clothing hoarder that I will keep them and I'll be like, but that one time I wore it and now it has this like sentimental value. It's just because I'm a crazy person.
Yeah.
But I think that downsizing so much would be so beneficial. And I also think that this van lifestyle and these lifestyle vehicles are something that's so important, especially right now, just through the course of everything. And if you are a person that's lucky enough to still be working from home, what a great way to do it.
Yeah, that's what we've started to see. So of our 2,000 inquiries that we've gotten, which are people who filled out Van Builder, we get a lot of data from them. Over 35% have actually checked full-time living for the vehicle. So we're talking hundreds of people who have come to us looking for a full-time solution. Wow. And, we say every vehicle starts with a story. And we've seen travel nurses in our vehicles, computer programmers, you name it at this point, particularly over the last year with COVID, of people being remote, being able to work differently, whether that is living it full time or you can now just take off and go to Telluride for a week or a month, and now that's where you work, right? Like you're no longer tied to an office space like we used to be. And so the vehicle has given that opportunity to work remotely, do it comfortably, and remove that overhead of, before you'd have to get a hotel or, recently it's been an Airbnb, which is a whole nother story here in the Valley.
Nightmare stories.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Whereas now this vehicle gives you that opportunity to go live where you want to be. And, I think the other cool one too, is particularly through COVID, was the ability to go see friends and family again.
Yeah.
There wasn't that ability to fly. There were always those safety precautions where it's like, I live in this vehicle, wherever that may be.
Yeah, I can
be safe here
Yeah.
and still, visit and live that more normal life. So
amazing. Thank you so much for coming on. So if people want to check out your website, where do they go? And they can build a full custom van on there. I know because I did it already. Mine was really expensive because I was like, I want all the things.
Yeah, so dmvans.com, Dave Matt Vans.
Yes.
We also have a pretty active social channel. So whether that's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube is very active. We're trying to go through the piece of education and give it out there of where to park, how to do this, how to downsize, how to live this lifestyle, whether that's full-time or part-time. So yeah, go check it out. And as Maddie said, you can build your van on there. It's kind of a fun little application that you can go on there and customize. And
oh yeah, I've built 3 already. And I'm like,
fantastic.
oh, one of these days I'm just going to have to come down and be like, hi, remember me?
We'll be ready for you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. Make sure that you check out Dave and Matt Vans. They're just located right down there in Gypsum. It's absolutely incredible. And if maybe you're not fully ready to commit to the van lifestyle, you can always rent them out. You can see available times on their website and kind of dip your toes in the water of the van living lifestyle. Coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
I'm Tyne Morgan, host of U.S. Farm Report, a weekend tradition since 1975. I invite you to join us each week as we shine a light on agriculture today and the great way of life that can only be found in rural America. Our team travels the roads less taken to give you a unique perspective on an industry that is rooted in incredible diversity. Come along for the ride as we showcase how farming and ranching isn't just a profession, it's a way of life.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. 25 years, these little rubber ducks have been floating down the Gore Creek area between the covered bridge in Vail and the International Bridge. Chances to win some big money, great prizes. This is all a part of the Vail Rotary Club. Diana Meehan has joined us now to tell us about the process and to get involved in the history behind it. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
How's your summer been going? Good?
Oh, it's a great summer.
Enjoying yourself?
Totally.
Like, what do you do for
Fabulous.
activities besides organize this? Are you a part of the farmers market, that whole process?
I'm I'm a realtor.
Oh, you are?
So
Okay.
We're very busy. Very busy.
Very busy.
Very
for
busy.
Sure.
Taking some trips this year, getting out, seeing all family and everything. It's been great.
Needed, right? We all need to be able to do that. So you've been a part of the Rotary Club for a while now.
For a long time,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they've been around
15
for, I
years.
think, 51 years.
Yes, they have. 51 years. Last year was our 50th anniversary. So,
Oh,
yeah.
and 25 years you've
We
had
have.
the
It's-
rubber duck race.
It's the most fun event. It's just a fun day where we put 10 to 12,000 little rubber duckies in to Gore Creek, float them down there to see who comes in first. People line the banks of Gore Creek. They've been coming every year for 25 years, and all that money that's raised in that duck race is for charity.
Okay. Here's a look at just kind of what you can expect right there when the ducks are launched, basically.
Yes.
At the cover bridge, a sea of yellow.
It's a sea of yellow.
Now, everybody, all the ducks that we're looking at right there are sponsored ducks, basically, right? They
are.
They all have been purchased in one form or another.
Yes. You can adopt, we're adopting ducks, basically, because they're in training going down the river. And you can go to the farmer's market in Vail, the farmer's market in Minturn, and you can also buy online at www.vailduckrace.com. It's one duck for $10, 3 ducks for $20.
Okay.
You can also buy celebrity ducks that are formed in faces of celebrities like John Lennon and Paul McCartney, and they're very, very clever. People come back every year and they collect them, and all that money goes to local charities. So like last year for our 50th anniversary, we joined up with the Pandemic Relief Fund, and we put $50,000, we distributed $50,000 to Salvation Army, Speak Up, Reach Out, and the community market So that's what we do. We collect this money and we give it all back.
You do. So you have scholarships and grants.
Yes, we
and
do.
That's a big part of the Rotary Club.
It is.
And
a
this
very
is one
big
of the
part.
biggest fundraisers for you for the entire year.
It is. It's our biggest fundraiser.
Wow, that's amazing. I remember years ago, and I don't know if you still do it, just refresh my memory, you used to have opportunities for people and teams to decorate ducks also.
We didn't do that last
Okay.
year. We kind of had to scale down because of the pandemic. So we had a little mini one last year. We're getting up to a bigger one this year.
Right.
And every year we're trying to do something that's more fun and new. So like our goal this year is to raise $75,000. We're at $50,000 right now.
Wow.
And we think that August is going to be a big fundraising month for us.
It will be for sure. Now, obviously, at the farmers markets, once again, you can go and get more information, purchase your ducks, get your adopted duck. But you don't take the ducks home with you.
No,
The
you
ducks-
can take the celebrity ducks home.
You can.
And put them in your bathtub or whatever for the grandkids. But yeah, you're just adopting those little ones, and it's so fun because there's a number on your duck, but you don't know which duck is yours. So everybody lines the banks of Gore Creek.
Just wait to see.
And just cheers on the ducks.
And you're basically at the mercy of the flow of the river and the obstacles in the river and the crowds of ducks that get in the way. But once again, you have no idea because they all look the same.
That's right.
Except for the celebrity ones.
That's right. First prize, $5,000. And then we have prizes for the runners-up. So they all come into a little sluice group, so we know which one comes
It
in
gets
first.
narrowed down to just one.
Yes.
That becomes the overall winner.
That's right. It's great fun.
$5,000.
Yeah, $5,000 you can get for the first. And people come to the tents at the farmers markets, and we tell them about Rotary and tell them about how we give back to charities, and people step up. And they're very happy. It's a big tradition. It's been going on for a long time.
Now, Diana, is there any place else where people can adopt a duck, or is it just at the farmers markets? Can they do it online?
Online.
Okay.
www.vailduckrace.com.
Okay, they can do it there.
Mhm.
And we've got a couple more farmers markets in Vail before this kicks off, probably 3.
Mhm. And then in Minturn, too.
Okay.
So on Sunday at the farmers market in Vail, Saturday farmers market in Minturn.
Sounds good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Enjoy
you.
the rest of your summer.
Thank
Once
you.
again, people, remember September the 5th at 3 o'clock in Vail. That's when this is all going to get underway. Make sure you go and adopt yourself a duck before you can get them at the farmers market in Vail and also the farmers market in Minturn. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Welcome aboard! Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm standing here with the goat of all goats, Lance Fry. Lance, I've missed you.
How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
You're good.
Oh my gosh. So you always bring the most beautiful and like delicate, graceful items for women, and you did not disappoint
I
this
did not
week.
disappoint. I like bringing really unique, interesting stuff that you just don't see very often.
Yes.
And today, I brought that for sure. Some really great stuff. At Betteridge, we've been around, we're jewelers since 1897. We're in the Solaris, and we have a very good history with jewelry and everything. The Betteridge family lives in Goodrich, Connecticut, and we have some relationships with great jewelry vendors. And this is Robert Prokop, and he is a designer out of Beverly Hills, and he deals with nothing but colored stones. And what makes his stones and his jewelry so unique is these stones are all natural, the colors are all natural. And the reason that's important, because you can treat stones to make them more colorful, look different than when they actually came out of the earth. So when you treat a stone, it'll give you better color, but the value goes down. Because these are all natural, there's higher value because they're so much more unique and so much more rare. For example, like that emerald, that color is so intense and so beautiful in there.
Yeah.
But it's all natural. Other than when it comes out in a rough stone, you cut it down and you get to this point in this type of stone. So this is why his stuff is really so incredible, to get that true deep, deep green out of this emerald. This is from Colombia. It's from the Muso mine in Colombia. And I believe this one's around 8.5 carats.
Wow.
I'm
I
not
mean,
exactly
it's
sure.
breathtaking.
It is really cool. I don't know if the color's showing up but it's very, very pretty. I mean, you can have you take a look at it.
Wow.
So also some of these stones are still so special. They're going into a museum and exhibit in LA starting in October, and this is going to be one of those pieces. Actually, this piece and this piece here are going to be in an exhibit for 3 months in LA starting, but we have them here first, so it's kind of fun to see them.
So if someone wants to come buy them, then they have to
they
give
can
them
come by.
back
Yep,
for
we
3
had
months?
we had some customers bought a very beautiful sapphire, and it is they bought it and they're going to go visit it in their museum. So
I love
it's
it.
pretty cool. This piece here is a set of carved emerald earrings. So you can carve stones, and they did this with this pair of earrings. So it's a pair of emerald. Again, I believe these emeralds are from the Muso mine, but there's a small etching inside of those, which makes them pretty interesting. That has been happening, carving emeralds has been happening for hundreds of years.
Wow.
It takes quite the artisan to do something like that and have a steady hand and the courage to start cutting into an emerald. So pretty unique and pretty rare.
I mean, I can only imagine, because it's just such a tough stone anyway, to get that carving so delicate.
I'd like
so
to see how they
precise.
do it. I've never seen it. I think it'd be kind of interesting to see how they would start the full process to get to something like this.
Yeah,
So,
me too,
yeah.
because I mean, you can't move
yeah, you gotta be
too much in one wrong way, or
mess it up.
yeah, and if you crack the stone, like there it goes, and that's an expensive oopsies.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's insane.
This piece here, this is a chevron. There's sapphires in this. There's blue sapphires, pink sapphires, there's emeralds, and this is done in platinum in a chevron pattern. He does several different bracelets. This one we just thought was very colorful, really interesting. So I had to definitely bring this one in.
Yeah, with all of those colors and
Yeah.
that pattern in there, it's very fun.
It is very fun.
You
He
can wear
does
this
color and he
anywhere.
likes fun. He does that very well, absolutely. And this last one is really cool. So what color would you say that is?
A pink.
A pinkish,
Yeah.
pinkish, maybe orange, peachy, something there.
Yeah.
So this is called a Padparaja, and that's a sapphire.
Uh-huh.
It's a name for a sapphire. It's only found in Sri Lanka. It's the hardest sapphire in the world to find in this color, so they're extremely rare. You can find orange that is very deep orange. You can find pink that's very pink, but to find this kind of very soft orange, peachy color is very difficult. Podparaja out of Sri Lanka. It's named after a lotus flower in Sri Lanka.
Wow.
And that is the name of them. To find them in this size, which is roughly 5 carats, is even more rare. So very cool, very interesting. Never seen a stone just like this one. So what you have in your hand is something you probably won't see again for quite a while.
Probably in my lifetime.
Probably in your life, unless we bring it back again for you to take a look at.
I
here,
mean, you can always bring things back
Yeah,
for me
I
to
can
take
do
a look
that.
at, because I'm always just like, wow, it's so shiny. It's like one of those moments where I'm like a fish and I'm like, something shiny, I need it. Like, I love this.
I'm gonna bite on it.
Like, they're all so beautiful, and you guys always have the greatest selection, not only of stuff for women, but you always have a great selection of things for men too. And
Absolutely.
I mean, I always like to see your fancy watches because you always wear such
This
a good
gorgeous
one.
piece, I'm lucky I just got a new Rolex. So yes, not only besides jewelry, we have a huge selection of watches. We carry Rolex, Tudor, Cartier, Panerai, IWC, Bell & Ross, A. Long & Son, JLC, gorgeous watches, a huge selection. You know, we're very fortunate to have that along with the main jewelry business as well. So definitely come in and take a look.
I mean, it's incredible, and you guys fix a lot of things right there on the
We
spot.
do. So we have a watchmaker, certified watchmaker on staff, which is extremely rare within anywhere within jewelry. But to have one in Vail is, we're extremely fortunate to have him there. We do a lot of estate jewelry. The owner of our company loves estate jewelry. So we have an incredible collection of different pieces signed, if it's by Cartier or Tiffany & Company, Van Cleef & Arpels, pieces from even the 50s and 60s.
It's incredible. So for the people who don't know where Betteridge is, where are you guys located, and what are your hours in case they want to come see you?
Yeah, come see us. We are in the Solaris on the lowest level, right next to, right now it's the little grassy area where everyone's playing and having a good time. We are there 10 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday.
Amazing. Lance, thank you so much for coming in again this morning and bringing all of this beautiful jewelry. Make sure that you go check out Betteridge Jewelers, only because they have the most incredible and unique jewelry selection, I swear, in all of Vail Village. It's absolutely breathtaking. Coming up next, we've got Good Morning Vail, just a little bit left, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Each week on Finding the Good Life, we'll chat with experts that will empower you to lead a healthier life. You'll hear from people with life-changing stories that will inspire you, and we'll take a closer look at what's happening in health and wellness now, so we can make better choices for ourselves and for our families. Journey with me to Finding the Good Life.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Good
and Communications Manager for Roundup River Ranch. Big events coming up, and they do some amazing programming for their campers around, year-round, all around the state, really. And you reach out, you have kids coming from other places also, from other states, right?
From the Rocky Mountain region, so the neighboring states of Colorado. So yeah, Roundup River Ranch, we enrich the lives of campers living with serious illnesses and their families. And they come to us. We have a lot of kids come from Denver that come up for summer camp in the summers at a tradition when we're in a traditional year, not in the middle of a pandemic. But we could talk about the programs that we're offering now. And then so we see kind of the neighboring states. And then since we've had our camp programs online, we've seen them from all over the U.S. So yeah.
So Jennifer, we rewind before last summer.
Yes.
You would have campers come and stay on site.
Yep, for a full week.
For a full week, Monday through Friday or whatever it is.
Yep.
And you have a multitude of different ways to engage the campers on many different levels. You've had to modify it because of the pandemic and what's has happened.
Yeah.
But you said you think this year probably is going to be once again close to a record year for campers.
Yeah, we're going to be close to 3,000 camper experiences. So traditionally, campers would make the drive, or their parents, or we would send buses down to Denver and grab them all and come up for a week. So we're doing similar programming in that length. We're doing a full week of summer camp, which we just finished. So we just finished our summer camp sessions, which were all the way through June and July, and it was Monday through Friday with different breaks in between and obviously lunch and things like that, and everyone's online doing that and enjoying similar activities, a little bit different. We've done science and discovery, so campers have made Mars landers, or they've done a virtual roundup.
Online.
Yes, all online. Yes, can you imagine? And the counselors that we have been amazing because the campers are so resilient. When you're not there to do hands-on, you kind of have to work with them, and they might get frustrated, or they might really cheer each other on. And that's been a beauty to see, kind of campers watching them and being like, well, what's figuring out? Oh, well, you can try it this way, and maybe try it this way. And so connecting in a way where they can get through these things and understand that it is a little bit different, but they're still giggling, they're still having their belly laughs, they're still sharing what they're making. So all of that's still there. It's just not face-to-face and hands-on.
So will you have like a Zoom call with a plethora of campers from all around? Is that how you do it?
Yeah.
And then are they online from 9 to 3 every day?
Yeah, exactly. So we use a platform called Jigsaw Interactive, and so there's many different components when you're kind of inside, and we actually separate virtually into different cabins. So you still get that sense of your cabin, and you can open and share, and we're still doing welcoming kids with the same diagnosis so they can connect with peers similar to them. So, diagnoses range from, we see kids with cancer, lung disease, kidney disease, heart disease, diabetes, asthma. And so we still keep them kind of together so they can connect with people with similar diagnosis and understand what people are going through and realize they're not the only kid with that disease. And even more so in the pandemic, they've been so isolated with all of their activities. So this has really given them an outlet to connect with campers their age and with similar diagnosis, because those campers have been so immunocompromised through the pandemic. They've been so isolated and everything's been canceled. So we've had camper families that have not left their house in the pandemic.
Wow.
So we've been really listening to kind of hear what they need through this pandemic. We want to change our programming to meet those needs. And we talked earlier, so our camp theme this year is Meet You There. And part of that really is we want to be wherever they need us. And so we've had campers visit us, our login, to do camp from the hospital, and they've actually had to do treatment. And in a traditional year, they wouldn't be able to come to camp in person because they might need to do treatment with their medical illness. So it's been a beautiful thing to watch them log in and be able to kind of connect in a different way and not have their hospital stay prevent them from visiting and experiencing camp.
And another piece that you have added this year also, it's called Joy Delivered.
Yes.
This is fascinating too. I love this.
Yeah, we wanted to get really interesting with our programming, and we also wanted to offer a program that was not on the screen, because we realized everybody was on the screen when the pandemic hit.
Right.
And so we deliver boxes, mailboxes to campers' doorsteps, and they can do activities in the box that are all camp-inspired activities, arts and crafts, and all of the directions and the guidelines how to do it, and they can do it independently or with their family, and that's a quarterly program. So if you sign up for one, you'll get them all through winter, summer, spring, and then now coming into the fall, we'll do our last shipment.
And then you're also hoping once again to maybe reunite a little bit this fall, is that correct?
Yes, we're very excited. So we're going to bring kind of our camper reunions back in person on the Front Range. So we have a few different options coming up starting in August, where we'll do a picnic at Washington Park and have people come together. They can bike or do a boat ride, paddle boat there. We also have a Colorado Rapids game coming up for our camper families where they can do lunch together and then meet in person and watch the game. And so we have those types of programs coming up this fall.
Now, I mean, all of this obviously takes money, right?
Absolutely,
and
yes.
you have a plethora of different fundraisers. On a normal year, a non-COVID year, you used to do the superhero ski day, which probably you said may be coming back, and I know everybody's fingers are crossed.
Right.
But you have your big gala coming up also.
Yes, we do. So Saturday, August 14th is a Grateful Harvest, and like you said, it takes a lot of money, a lot of supporters, a lot of partners in this community to really make all of our programs happen, because they are free of charge. We know our families are inundated with doctor's appointments, medical bills, and so we want to make sure they're not spending one penny to try to connect and experience camp. So next Saturday is a Grateful Harvest. We decided to reinvent the wheel on this one during the pandemic as well.
I bet.
So there's a bunch of different ways people can join. We have a few more spots left, and so we are doing the gala, which is traditionally done all at the campsite and Roundup River Ranch campsite. And then we're also going to do a location in the Vail Valley. So we're going to split it so we don't have a ton of people at one place, just to be safe.
Yep.
And then we're going to have the second kind of half of that at the Splendito at the Chateau in Beaver Creek.
Oh, great.
And then if someone's unable to attend person, or we sell out, which we're very close to, so everyone get online at gratefulharvest.com to get your tickets. But we're going to be streaming live from camp, which will be exciting. So we'll have a live auction going on. We'll have our camper call paddle raise if someone wants to make a donation, and you can do that through your phone. So it'll be really cool to kind of see all the different hubs come together and watch. And so people that haven't been able to attend in person have the option to kind of see the magic that happens telling our inspiring camper stories.
Wow.
We've been busy.
RoundupRiverRanch.org if people want to find out more information.
Absolutely, yes.
Nice to see you.
Yes, thanks, Mark.
Thanks for all you guys are doing.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with more of the show. Just a few more minutes. We're going to wrap things up. If you want to find out more about Roundup River Ranch, you can go to RoundupRiverRanch.org. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake.
Good morning, Vail.
That was a whirlwind show. That was a quick hour.
They're always quick. I'm
Wow.
like I'm ready for this to be a little bit longer
know, me
because
too.
I love it so much, and I love getting to see everyone and be here and just be so smiley. It's so nice to be back and see everyone's faces and smile at people.
You can get yourself one of those build-out vans, huh?
I'm gonna rent one and see if I could adjust to the lifestyle. My concern is that Beatrice is so long that she wouldn't be able to turn around in it, and then she would just be like stationary and
She'll be stuck there,
right in the middle,
staring at the wall.
Yeah.
You need to find out.
Yeah, so I wanna do it for sure because I think that would be so fun. And I mean, Dave and Matt Vans, what a cool story, and how lucky are we that they're a local company. I love that. I love local success stories.
Yeah, it's very neat, very neat. So once again, we've got Vail International Dance this evening, tomorrow night, Blue Starlight Movies, Top Gun. We have the Minturn Market, the Vail Farmers Market, and then just great weather to get out and enjoy all weekend long. I think it's going to be a nice one.
Yeah, I'm super excited, and I'm excited for everyone to get out there and see that sunshine because I've been missing it.
I've been missing it too. It's back. It's back, and it's going to be a nice day. Sunscreen, get out there and embrace all the activities that we have around Eagle County. And we're back again on Monday. You're back again on Monday.
We're back again on Monday. We'll be live from 7 to 8. Happy Friday, everyone!
Hi, everybody. I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I am Mitch English. This is Daily Flash, an hour packed with news, entertainment, and everything in between. Going to the movies this weekend there, Raisa?
At home, movies at home, on my couch, on the TV.
All right. You know, people are slowly going back. I've actually got to catch a couple of movies already in the theaters. It's great to get back into the theaters. I got some good news for you, though.
Oh, yeah?
For the third year in a row, the average movie theater ticket price has remained the same, around $9.16. Of course, in places like New York City, Los Angeles, it's going to be more, but at least prices of movies haven't gone up. I think they're just dying to get people into the theaters, butts and seats, right?
It is more than that in the area I live. It also depends what theaters you're going to. You go to those top-notch theaters with the lean-back seats and really nice recliner.